fuck with sweat dripping down your face, cause the mission was last time that I checked. It was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rep. Last time that I checked. I was selling in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked.
I got the front and in the back. We on the way and that's a fact. This real, this ain't rap. Where everybody wanna act pro-black. The last lie you heard, this ain't that, this that. I did, made it out the gutter. Nip told you the middleman. I told you wearing they clothes, I wear my own. Y'all get on y'all label, I own my own. Hey, Mill, I remember all that game you throw me. Don't round and get played by the label owners. Talk that to these Asian Brona, but secure the window, don't let the game fool you. Cause when it's game over, it's really game over. And all they do is play the game till it's game over.
Miami has it all, the greatest football team. In a city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Miami Dolphins and the Las Vegas Raiders. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Straight to the air they go. Here's a screen for Achane. Getting close, and a hit will force him to that sideline. Not before he picked up 24. And that's going to be good for a Dolphins first down.
First down, Dolphins.
That is not easy to do in this league. Consecutive, chunk, explosive plays through the air. This defense is reeling. They're on their heels.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Here's Willis to the air. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Achane gets this on the draw. And they nearly picked up the first down with that effort. Ball advances to the 45-yard line. Wow, that was impressive. That seemed like a pass all the way, Brock, but the draw worked just as well. And now what do you think? Are they running again here on third and short?
Well, to your point right there, when you say seemed like a pass, that's because they sold that well. And that's how you get those draws to be effective. Get people to drop, create a lane, and that running back explodes through.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. It's a designed run for Willis. They're on him quickly after just a yard. Really no room for error there. But, yep, he got it. So the 1 yard is enough for the first. And he picks the spike.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
The incomplete pass. Here comes second and 10. Willis. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why why scouts talk about a player's closing speed. Once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Willis looking to throw. He finds the rookie from Mississippi State, complete. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now to 26. Running it after the penalty. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Lewis on the design run. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Harrison Smith in on the stop. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Top 60, top 60. Thank you, Cardinal. 8, Red leading. 79 Broncos. 18 Rebel. Cut back to you. Dragon 60. Go, Rig. Go.
Willis to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Raiders have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series.
Willis's pass intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. The first carry here for Ashton Genty. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Here's Fields. And he put everything he's got behind it. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw Fields. Looking long again. And he hauls in the interception. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. A play fake, now Willis to throw. Headed out right. He's running with it. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
Positive that effort. You didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
19 Tiger. Right there, Rick. Deputy Ranger.
Single play action. Here's Willis. He's under pressure, and he's not going to get away. They take him down at the 30. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now.
3rd and 14.
Raiders with an extra DB out there. 3rd down. Willis now. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Well, I know you love to call this the money down, Brock. And on that 3rd down, that pass rush just got paid.
Woo, look at you right there. That's their job. I mean, in the minds of those guys in the front 7, Kate, you've been around them your whole life. They know it. They don't want to rely on anybody else. They're secondary. They want to get home, and they did.
On to punt on 4th down, it's Bradley Pinion. Devin Tompkins back deep to return. Pulled in at the 20. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play is going to be a gift to Jency. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now they really managed both 2nd down.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. 2nd down, here's Fields. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this, here he goes. Stop is made after a gain of about 7. That's going to be enough for the 1st.
You know, before the snap, you know, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment, made it the perfect time for the 1st down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Don't jump. Ready? 331.
Now Fields. He beams one deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. And he gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Play action now. It's Fields. Hauled in. Again, it's Bowers. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Buying some time right. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. Genty. And he gets in. Touchdown! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Washington now to return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Throwing is Willis. Rushes right there as he releases it. And he's nowhere near the target. Looking to avoid a sack there, Brock. It is 2nd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Second down carry for A.J. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Offense going audible this time. He'll air it out on 3rd. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Collects this at the 32. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Fields. He's under pressure, and down he goes. They get to him at the 38. And he gets his first sack in his first career game.
Just how cool is that? An immediate impact play as a rookie. It's kind of like those big leaguers. They never forget the first hit. In fact, they usually keep that baseball. I don't know if he'll keep the football, but he'll keep that memory for a long time.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see here, 2nd and 19. After the sack, Fields. That's complete to Bowers outright. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Fields gets it out wide quick. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Now it's Fields. Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And they get this down to the 28.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Looked like a first for a moment, but still a couple of inches left to go. 2nd down. Shotgun give here to Genty. Has some space inside the 15. He does it. Touchdown. Well, Brock, we are just getting started in 4 months of regular season football that are coming our way. But early on, this team was looking great. They're playing confidently, and they've taken those first few steps to potentially a 1-0 start.
Way too early to be predictive about anything over the course of the season, to your point, Kate. But so far, they've got to love these early returns.
Extra point is made by Gay. They bump their lead up to 14.
Raiders 14, Dolphins nothing.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Washington now to return. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle him up immediately.
Can't happen. I mean, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting to your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Let's start this drive with Achane. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That run right there, that kind of feels like you missed opportunity defensively. Got him backed up, and you played it well enough to contain the run, and you didn't play it well enough to damage the run.
Not going to get a snap here. We have arrived at our 2-minute warning. More from Allegiant Stadium coming up. Second down now, 7 to go. Achane again. He's brought down. Play goes for, looks like about 11 yards. And that is a Miami 1st down.
17-yard line.
All right, they're shuffling things around a bit.
1st down, Miami.
First down, and they go right back to it. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Raiders are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Willis's pass intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Approaching the final minute here before halftime. Genty from the gun. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Taken down behind the line.
Man, great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker,
yeah.
That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. That's complete. Bouncing football. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You could almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton Jr. His first career touchdown in the NFL. How about it? Gay with the point after. And the lead now 21.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Dolphins nothing.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Washington now to return. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Motion man sent left. To throw, here's Willis. He lets another one go. Ooh, the look was there, but the catch is not. Contact deep downfield, and that's enough to pop that one out. And we're seeing this more and more these days, Brock. Not content to just run out this half. Seems like they're going to keep pushing with the time they've got remaining.
Every one of these possessions, Kate, is so valuable, and I think what you've got to do as a quarterback there is reinforce to your receiver, if I'm going to take this shot, it's your ball or nobody's ball.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And he couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. 3rd down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. So now here's 3rd and 5. It's another rushing play. Achan gets a first down and more. And he's going to get this to the 39-yard line. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going to the ground again on 1st. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Fields throwing here. And the defense coming out firing here to start this second half, partner. Good hit there to break up what would have been a catch. It's 2nd down. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me that's always the start of a new battle, and the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
Throwing on 2nd, here's Fields. Taking a shot deep here. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Well, partner, this lead is more than comfortable, obviously, but these guys aren't satisfied. That pass thrown with 6 points in mind.
Kate, aggressiveness is what got them this lead, and it's what's going to retain it and maybe even expand upon it. They only know one speed, and it's to be aggressive. That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the 1st.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And this one touchdown inside the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Here's Achane up the middle. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Achane again on 2nd. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that's going to be a Dolphins 1st down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Staying on the ground here with Achane. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
They'll stick with Achane. They get to him, take him down after a gain of 3. And that's going to be good for a Dolphins 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Here's Willis. Escapes out to the left. He can run it. Not a lot available to him. It's to the 38. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt. Even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
First carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down run from Achane. Shut down after a gain of about a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. Well, running was a long shot, right? We all knew that. And even with that small pickup, still a few yards away from moving those chains.
And I don't mind the run call. I really don't. Those can be very effective in those situations. But that defense, they were up for it, and they hit it before it got started.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. Across the 20, continuing to work. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, there it is. They can get rid of that goose egg they had in the first half. That's more like it. At least that's what they're saying on their side of the ball. That's the kind of start to begin the second half to hopefully flush away that slow first half.
Patterson tacks on the extra points. And it's down to a 14-point game.
21. Dolphins 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Look at this, 3 tight ends to the right on his 1st and 10. Drive starts with Genty. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Here's Fields to throw. Brought in by his back here. It's Genty. Good work there, adding a little chunk after that catch as he gets it ahead for 8 yards. Make this 3rd and short.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Fields looking to throw. Got his man. Hopkins has it. And he's going to have them a 1st down. That was close for a moment when he caught it, but he knew what he needed to do after he did so.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
We've reached the end of 3
line.
in our Week 1 opener. It's the Raiders up by multiple touchdowns, and they've got the football. All right, 1st and 10, going heavy to the right side here. 3 tight ends.
Here we go, tonight. 331.
They give up the guts. It's Genty. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Fields to throw it. And the defender is there with him every step of the way downfield to make the hit and break up that catch. It's 3rd down.
This is where I would just love to be in the head of these play callers. Because, you know, you got a nice lead, but this game's far from over. But you still want to be in attack mode. You want to be aggressive. I'd be real careful throwing into coverage.
And this one is launched. He's got it inside the 10. This is going to make it down.